Oh, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Welcome back to 9 Years in China with old teacher Kenny. Hope you've been doing well. It's hot summer here, and some days I just wake up and I'm just all out of energy, even though it's early in the morning, like right now. But I feel good today, and I thought I'd share a little bit with you today. We'll talk about some of my methodology as a teacher. So this video might not be for everybody, but it should be interesting if you understand what's going on. As a teacher in China, a foreign teacher's main job is getting the people to talk. Communication is number one. And our English, our native English, is usually much different than the Chinese teachers. We are native speakers. We run our words together. We do lots of linking and reductions and contractions. We do lots of things that you just never realize that we really do, or we don't realize, as a teacher, even though we're trying to be careful with our speech, trying to make it as proper as we can. Native English is a lot different. In my classes, the main thing with them is, even though they're English majors, and we're talking about what you're going to see is in Shangzhou. When I got to Shangzhou, thank God, my dean realized the necessity of small classes. You can teach small classes really well. You can get a lot done with 20, 25 students. You can get a lot of stuff done where you just can't do it with 40, 50, 55 students or whatever. It's impossible to teach a class that big, to actually teach a class. Now, what I would do, my typical classes there, I'd have them for two periods, two 45-minute periods. And usually during the first period, I would do some kind of form of teaching and a little bit of them just kind of following with me, and when I ask them questions and things. But I learned real quick, and I kind of made this an art form. They are the English majors. They're the ones that need to learn English. They're the ones that need to be speaking English. So what I've done, I really learned to control my teaching time, my time where my mouth was moving, and tried to make it very important to the class, not just to ramble, because I know how to speak English. And so my job is to get those students busy. So I would do some teaching, and we get involved in some activities where I got them to speak as much as they can. And one of the ways that we did this, because the other teachers did not do what I did, and I got a lot out of my students because of what you're going to see. Remember, we have a small class. Say if I had 20 people, I'd break them up in 4 or 5 groups, as equally as possible. And I would give them a topic. All right, and I'd either pass the topic around or I'd have it up on the overhead, what we're going to talk about. And in turn, they're going to be asking each other questions. I'd give them a list of questions, maybe there's 20, 25 questions. And they got to go through and everybody ask. Each person gets to answer their questions and give their opinion. All right. So they would spend a lot of time. They might be, if their vocabulary is small, they might be looking at their phone and trying to find vocabulary words, because I may give them a subject they don't know much about. But it keeps their mouths moving. Then I just go around and sit down with them, help them. I'll let them ask me some of those questions, or I help them with pronunciation. And I just kind of go around lightly holding their hand, so to speak. But the deal is, they are making their own sentences. They're not copying anything, because I hated textbooks. I don't want them to know what they are going to be doing. I don't want them to study something so well that they sound rehearsed. Remember, when we speak to each other, it's not rehearsed. We're just speaking, If I ask you how the weather is, I want to reply, blah, blah, blah. And so, how's your mama doing? All these kind of things. And it's unrehearsed. when we have conversations, it's unrehearsed. And I wanted my students to be able to have conversations with each other in English, have conversations with me, and it not sound rehearsed. I wanted a natural reaction to English. And so I wrote a book. I wrote a textbook that had all this stuff in it. I wanted to give them a topic and let them run with it. And if that class got noisy, it's okay, because a noisy oral English class is a class that's going to be a good class that day. I want them to run with the topic, whatever it is. And I think in today's video you're going to see me doing a class, and they're answering a question about what's it like, and what's it like to blah blah blah, what's it like, to be your age, and things like this. And you'll see how a lot of my classes would go. I give them a topic, let them run, I go help them, and it's a great. If you're a teacher in China, you can do this at any age. You're just limited by vocabulary, but you can give them a topic and let them try to talk about it, and you just help them as much as you can. A middle school student will need more help than a high school student. And the college student is supposed to have better vocabulary, but they always need help. But you're feeding them the tool to get them there. They're not there just to hear you talk. They can hear their Chinese teacher talk also, but they need me to really help get them going, listening to native English. So anyhow, I want you to watch this video and watch how the class goes, okay? It's about, it's 3, 4, 5 minutes. I can't remember just exactly how long it is. But just kind of watch and see how a typical oral English class for me was, okay? Remember, it's all about finding a methodology that works. And it doesn't matter what it is, if you get them to do what they're supposed to be doing, the school will be very, very happy with you. So anyhow, have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later. Hui Hou Jian. Bye-bye.
Okay, here we are in class, and we're working on discussion. What's it like? This is my class 4, and each student has to answer the question, and this is Candy trying to be noticed. But the idea, the students get to use all their vocabulary, and they answer questions. Let's listen in here.
Interesting. How about you?
What's the question again? Which one?
What is like sitting here and doing this activity with me?
Wow, that's a good question. So what's it like?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh?
Happy.
Happy. Happy. Okay. That's good. Let me get over here. Let's see what the other table is doing. Now everybody's got the same topic. What question are you on? So, what question are you on? What's it like studying English? Tell me. What's it like studying English? You can hear it's very noisy.
I think everything is
Everybody gets to speak unrehearsed. That's the idea here. Let's go look at another group. What question are you on, girls? What's it like what?
your age.
Oh, wow. What's it like being your age? How old are you? Huh?
21.
You're 20. Who's 21? Are you 21?
I'm 20.
You're 20? 20? Who's 21?
22.
You're 22? You're 22?
You're 21.
You're 20? She's 22? Ashar? Oh, Nana. Hello. Hello. So, the question was, what's it like being their age? Well, over here, got one more table. So give them a topic and let them run with it. What question are you on? Hey, what question? Which one? Right there? They're so quiet. Yeah, it's very noisy in here. A noisy class is a good class, right? Yeah, that means you're talking. Yeah. There we go. They're rattling over here. Very good. So teacher can watch. This is what a good oral English class is supposed to do. Very good.